Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be your weekly spiritual guidance and advice. So let's see what's going on for the collective. All right, we have Sun in Virgo, endeavor. So remember, you reap what you sow. You want it to be good karma, not negative karma. So be careful with the energy that's going on around you. And heroism, you might have to be your own hero this week. So this could be something that maybe you're rescuing yourself from. Maybe you're going to be a hero for somebody else as well. But you need to let your inner hero out. An eclipse in Taurus, reevaluation. You may be having some sort of change of heart. It could be with a relationship. It could be anything in your life. But typically I see that one is that you're reevaluating something that has to do with a relationship. So if it's not working, take stock of that and see what maybe needs to change and take some steps in order to set yourself free from whatever's going on. Let's see what we have from the angels. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know for this message this week? Self-acceptance. So we talk about this a lot on my channel. So self-love, self-acceptance. You need to actually appreciate yourself, and the angels want you to see how valuable you are. They also want you to love and appreciate yourself. So if you're not doing those things, now is the time to actually practice that. What else do we need from the angels? You have a yes. So this comes out with the heroism card, that maybe you do need to really kind of protect yourself or be your own hero. But if you've been needing a yes or no to something, you got the yes card, and that doesn't come out very often in the readings. All right, you also have a no, so a lot of indecision that's going on. So the yes is you should go for it. There's something that you really need to actually take a risk on, that you need to go forward with, and the no is telling you that you need to pause, that you need to wait. So I feel like yes, you need to be a hero, and no, you need to reevaluate something. Maybe you've had a change of heart, so be careful with that energy. Think about it before you actually make a true decision is what I'm picking up. All right, from the Ascended Masters, what do we have? It's rare that both of those would come out from the angels as well. Usually it's like those two don't even come out. So interesting that both came out. So somebody maybe thinks that you've changed your mind about love too is another one that I'm picking up. So maybe you're going to have to tell them, no, you haven't changed your mind. All right, so we need some care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved and offer a helping hand. That might also be where you have to be the hero. What else do we need to know? Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. So think positive. This also comes out with the yes and the hero card. And Lady Nadia, heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love and give and receive in balance. So if things are not in balance, I feel like that's where you may have a change of heart. I feel like maybe you've kind of closed yourself off to a relationship, and so this may be where you need to kind of refocus your energy. All right, how do we raise our vibration this week spiritually? What do we need to know? It's okay to feel what you need to feel. So I almost think you need to get in touch with your own needs, your own wants. The self-acceptance is really kind of screaming at me right now that you may need to reevaluate some things that are going on and decide whether it works or not. And you may need to actually get in touch with your own self, give yourself care and compassion as well. Your light attracts light. So you're going to attract like-minded people, like-minded energy. You may also be attracting things that are very positive for you. And I feel like you could be the light in the darkness for other people as well. So you may need to just be who you are. Know that you are supported on your path. You could also be seeing dragonflies as confirmation of that. I feel like the biggest message that I'm seeing is not only do we have to pour into our own cup this week, we're going to have to rescue ourselves from things that don't work and be a hero for ourselves. And it's okay to change our mind. It's okay to feel whatever it is that we need to feel right now. All right, let's see. What do we have from the soul's journey? What do we need to know for our soul's journey this week? Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So releasing fear, releasing shame, releasing guilt, those are all negative emotions. But remember that it's okay to feel what you need to feel. But we need to work through the heavy emotions so that they don't kind of, what's the right word? That they don't drag us down, that we really want to kind of change things for the better. So release any beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth. All right, and that will give you freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, and this comes out with the hero card. So it's giving you a sense of freedom to release the guilt, and Spirit wants you to have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So trust your intuition always. It's going to guide you where you're supposed to be. See what we have from the Dragon Wisdom. What do we need to know? From the dragons, what are the dragons telling us? All right, so love, we need to align with the love frequency. That's going to help us to grow. I also feel like self-love is going to help us to be able to make any sort of changes that we need to make, whether it's a relationship that's working, whether it's one that isn't, whether it's something else we need to rescue ourselves from, that I feel like we really are working on ourselves this week. And I am going to post some extra shadow work this week as well. And we have hope. So love and hope, maybe keeping hope alive that love is still out there if you're single, things like that, but starting to think more positive about things for the future. And the water chalice, so lots of emotions. I do feel like this is so all the chalice cards in this deck are about baptism and kind of releasing things that don't work. So in this one it would be emotions. So maybe we're actually learning to express ourselves, or this is a card telling us that we need to actually kind of release some emotions. So maybe having a bath, soaking your feet, having a good cry, things like that. Going near water can also help you to release some heavy emotions, things like guilt, and that's going to give us some freedom. All right, what kind of signs, symbols, and synchronicities do we need? The Hamsa hand. So this tells you you're protected on all fronts by all elements, and that it's protection from the evil eye. The totem pole is in regards to balancing the physical, the spiritual, and the supernatural, so kind of bridging the gap. And the runes, that you might be manifesting some sort of magic in your life. Wealth, travel, creativity, success, and healing. And the throat chakra. So really being able to release, how you feel. Maybe you need to speak up. Maybe you need to be heard. I feel like the water chalice is also telling you that you do need to actually be able to express yourself more thoroughly. So communicate truthfully and peacefully. Could be with your twin flame if you're a twin flame on the journey. So healing some things, it looks like some big healing going on. And remember that your twin flame is going to be your biggest teacher, and they will mirror everything that needs to change. Definitely connecting to your spiritual side or your religious side, the Anuk, and some shadow work could definitely be needed. So facing your fears, looking at yourself in the mirror, some inner work might be needed. We have water twice here with the throat chakra. With the water card and the water chalice. So both water energy coming through. Lots of wisdom that's coming through for the collective, but a lot of emotions. As we enter Scorpio season next week, I feel like there could be a lot of emotions coming to the surface, a lot of things that maybe we've kind of shoved down or we've had to suppress, that they're going to need to be expressed in some way or another in order to actually work through this. Music could also be something that's helping you to heal. Remember that water is very powerful, and it holds a lot of emotions sometimes that, we're holding back on. So those are some things that we need to embrace expressing. And the lotus. So a lot of spiritual enlightenment coming through. Remember that a lotus blooms in the dirtiest, murkiest water, and it comes and it rises to the surface and it blooms into this beautiful flower. So you could also be kind of going through that transformation where you're blooming and you've had to overcome a lot, it looks like. There's a lot of maybe negative stuff that you're trying to heal from, overcome, and that all of it's possible, that you're supported on your path, but you have to be willing to release what isn't working. So it says spiritual enlightenment, purity, calm, tranquility, a new beginning. Remember your roots. So remember where you came from when you get to your new beginning. And the witch's hat. So this is about healing as well. Lots of power, magical herbs, potions, spells, or manifesting could also be going on. 7. So we're completing something. 7 is one of God's numbers for completion. It says God rested on the 7th day, completed a cycle. It's also masculine energy. And orbs. All right, so we might be seeing some spirit activity. Orbs are a manifestation of energy, so spirits, ghosts, and energy could be coming through. Let's get one more of these. All right, somebody might be going towards a commitment, the engagement ring. It's a promise of union, next level love, and the unalome. So remember that the journey to enlightenment isn't always a straight path. There might be a lot of lessons or detours along the way, but eventually you will get to where you are meant to be, and the pyramid. So you need to connect to higher realms. This is like the stairway to heaven or the afterlife. And I feel like if we are connecting to the higher realms, we're going to see exactly where we need to be. Watch out for any sort of natural disasters that could be in your path this week. Keep your eyes open so that you're paying attention.